Welcome back, and in today's video I'm going to be not unboxing because it's already unboxed, but my partner bought me a traveler's notebook and I haven't set it up yet. I've got the cover and I've got some inserts that I want to put into it, and I thought it might be a nice idea to go through that with you because it's a really interesting notebook and a really interesting setup. I know they've been around for a very long time and I've been looking at them for years, but I've never really bitten the bullet and bought one. But then my partner gave me the traveler's notebook I'm going to show you in a moment, and it's really interesting the way it's set up. It makes complete sense in the fact that it's modular and you can continue to change the refills. You know, you can put new notebooks in and you can put different types of notebooks in, but you can also change it around anytime you fancy. And I really like the idea of that because I like the idea of being able to adjust it to not just what I need it to be in that time, but to what I think looks the nicest at that time. So I'm going to get all the bits that I've got together and I'm going to go through that with you and we can put the notebook together. I've also been really inspired by the latest addition to the Traveler's Notebook Company, the 20th anniversary special that they've created in the form of a card-sized journal. And at the time I'm recording this, it's not going to be available for a while. So I thought I might make one to see if it's something that I would like and see what I think I might want to use it for as I'm making it, because I might do some adjustments. So let's get into setting up the traveler's notebook and then let's start thinking about the wallet version or the card size version. So this is the cover. It's got some marks on it just from where it's been in the box, and I had it on the side the other day, which I quite like. I like the fact that it's already got a nice bit of patina. I had a go at adding some or changing the elastic, so I've got some extra bands in there because I saw that on YouTube and I thought that was a good idea. It's got the logo on the back, and then it's got the little thingy at the top. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure of the terminology on this yet, but I've already fallen in love with the idea of this notebook, so I'm gonna now set it up. I've already added I got ahead of myself. I've already added this little pendant to the end of the bookmark. It's a little wishbone which I've had since, God, for as long as I can remember. So I think my dad gave it to me. I think it was my dad's, and then he gave it to me. This little silver wishbone, so I thought that would work quite nicely in the end. The Traveler's Notebook works in a way that you add in different notebooks into these pieces of elastic. Like I said, I've threaded it in a way that I sort of looped itself onto back onto itself. I haven't done that as part of this because I didn't want it to feel like a tutorial, because I was completely following somebody else and it took me a while to work out what they were doing. So there's loads of tutorials on YouTube that show you how to do this. And then this piece of elastic threads through here, which does the closure, and I've just added some more pendants to it because why not? This one came with the notebook, and then these ones are some pendants that again I've had for a long time. This one I remember getting when I was about, God, maybe 6 or so, and it's a little silver Tutankhamun mask. And then this one is Nefertiti. This one was my mum's, and I think we got them at the same time. She's had a Nefertiti for as long as I can remember, And then this one was the second one she had, but she still got her original, but she gave this one to me a long time ago to go with this one, I think. So I thought they worked quite nicely together. And then when it closes, they sit together like that. And I've kept them in the box for the last couple of days, so that's why I think you've got the marks already, because I've just had them sort of sitting there in the box, probably something pressing on top of it. But that's fine, because they're going to do that anyway. Right, and here are all the goodies to go inside it. So I've got some notebooks, which I got carried away with putting, decorating and putting stuff on. And I've already put some stuff in this folder, which I'm thinking is going to be the front, just some postcards and things that I've had for a long time. This is one of a place called Brisac in France. There's a chateau there which we've gone to all through my childhood. Every time we went to France when I was little, we used to go there in the summer all the time because of the connection between Plymouth, where I grew up, and Roscoff. There's a ferry that takes you straight from Plymouth to France, so we used to go there all the time. So I've put that in. That's a place called Puy de Fou, which is another place I can remember going for as long as I can remember, which is an amazing. It's technically classed as a theme park, but there's not any rides. There's show after show after show. There's a big Roman Colosseum. There's a Viking village. There's a musketeer show. It's incredible, and this is one of the hotels that I actually stayed in with my family a long time ago. So, or just as it opened, I think. I can't quite remember what that was. So, let's fill the notebook. I have this folder which I'm going to put in, I think, first, because I want it to be the front and back. The reason I did this elastic was so I could get 4 pieces, because the person in the tutorial said that, especially if you thread it a bit looser like this, you can actually use all 4. So I'm going to thread this one through here, through all 4 of them, and it's the right position. Then I think, how am I going to do this? I think I'm going to try this one next, because I like the idea of that being almost like what do they call that? I remember doing my Filofax when I was in college. I was that sort of student, and I think this was called a dashboard. I remember seeing all the YouTube videos, and they called it like a dashboard, sort of like the first thing you see, and you can. All the videos said it was something where you could put your post-it notes, because they could peel away. So I'm gonna treat it as my dashboard, or whatever they called it. Now I've got these free from my other notebooks. So I've got this one, which is gridded. I've got this one, which I got in our local shop that sells travelers notebooks stuff, and this is plain, I think. Yeah, this is plain. Then I have this dotted one. I'm going to start with that one first, I think, because that's quite nice after that. Let's use the first one. There we go. Then I think I'll use this one. And I've already started using this notebook, actually. It's got some scribblings in, so I got carried away at the weekend. I wanted to start using it. So this one's already got some writing in, which is good. And then this one can go at the back. I'm sure I'll keep messing with the order of that. I also have this, which is a writing board. So basically when you're writing, you can pop it behind your piece of paper to stop any bumps or anything from behind getting in the way of what you're writing. So I'm going to, oh, I've lost it. There it is. I'm going to just keep that in here. Oh, actually, I know what I'm going to do. I got this one when I went to the shop on the weekend. So I'm going to pop that like that. I can still see it from the front, but it keeps my board in place. Nice. As you can probably tell, I kind of geeked out a little bit on Traveler's Notebook and looked all this stuff up, and I ordered a couple of bits ready for putting it together because I know I'm going to use this a lot. My partner got it for me, so it means something, but also I love the idea of the fact that it's modular. You can change it as much as you need, which I know I'm way behind on on this. I've seen them for years, but I never got around to getting one. But now I've got one. I have one last thing I want to add, which is this. This is a silver ingot, which my mum gave me years ago, which I think belonged to her mum. It was just a pendant. And then this one is a little Devon pixie, which my nan used to keep in her purse, which is a thing if you had in Devon, if you have your pixie, you keep it in your purse and it brings you good luck. So I've got that one on here. I know it's not in my wallet or purse, but it's on here and I'm going to keep this with me. So it's still meaning the same thing to me. I've put it on this little clip, and I thought if it'll work, oh God, and I can open it up enough. Yeah, it can go on there. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. One last thing, actually, my pen. Which fits perfectly in there. Yeah, okay, I'm thrilled with that. It's really, I know I've got a lot of jangling around, which might get on my nerves, you never know, but it's nice and compact. I like the fact that I've got 3 notebooks in here. I've got the folders, and it still doesn't feel too unwielding. So after punching the holes, I've stitched on this patch at the back, and then I punched a hole through the middle of the patch and threaded my elastic through. So that's going to keep it closed, a bit like the larger traveler's notebook. I got one of these as well, one of these spare ones, so I've used that to do the threading system for the elastic. I had this patch of leather in my scraps, so I cut it out so it's big enough to fit my travel card in for when I'm on the metro. Stitched it around here, put a notch there so I can get the card in and out if I need to. But the idea I'm hoping, I'm going to give it a go this weekend, is that my metro card will be able to stay in there, and I just tap the wallet on the pad and it will let me through. That's what the hope is. This one is all finished now, and I've tested it with some cards and they are all sitting in there nicely. And this one zips quite happily. So let's put this into the cover. I've just had a bit of a play with this, and that the looseness of this allows me to get my to get everything in, because this is quite bulky. And I think the reason I've done this is because I've got a notebook as well, which I don't particularly want in the middle because of the bulk. I'm thinking I want it on this side. So I'm hoping, using the logic of the larger one when I was threading that, is that I could put that through there, and then some of that slack, which is what I had to play around with to get the notebook laying like that. Oh yeah, yeah, that's quite secure. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. And that does that. And then, oh, that's nice. That keeps that in place. That's good. Okay, let's give this a road run over the weekend and see what happens. So here we have it, my new traveler's notebook system. This one is a real traveler's notebook. This one is my version of the new 20th anniversary special that they've been advertising for a while now. I thought I would just make my own because I wanted to have a go at it, and I'm actually really pleased with how it turned out. So this is not to say that the Traveler's Notebook one is not going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing it when it comes out, but I'm actually much happier with this than I thought I would be. So maybe I'll just keep this one. But I've got my real Traveler's Notebook here, so we shall see. But I'm happy with that setup. Let's just see how it goes over the next few days, and then see if this actually works in the way that I'm hoping it'll work. Then I can just sort of tap that on the scanner and it will let me through. Hopefully. If not, I mean, I can, it's not difficult to get it in and out, but it would be nice if I can just get it out of my pocket and do that. That was the intention of putting the patch on the front, but we shall see what happens. Right, I'm back, and it's probably 3 weeks later, 3 weeks after I recorded putting the Traveler's Notebook together and making the wallet version, and I've been using it for all that time, and I have fallen in love with it. It's so handy because I put the pocket on the outside for my Metro card, and luckily the layer of leather that I used is just thin enough that when I put the card on the scanner, it does scan, which is what I was hoping it would do. And when I went to the Metro for the first time with it and it worked, I was a very, very happy man. So now all I need to do is just get it out of my pocket and put it on the scanner and not have to sort of fumble around within it to try and find it, which seems maybe that's not like a big deal, but because I have a walking stick, and I usually have a bag or something, it's just a bit cumbersome. So any ease I can give myself, I try to, and that has made a real difference. We open it up. I've been using the card wallet or the pockets for all my different cards, and that's worked perfectly. I've got the coin pocket. I've got a little notebook which I've been putting some shopping lists in, and my little patch on the back. Really nice, a bit of character. Oh, and I put this little this little tarot card charm thing on the elastic piece as well. So this has been an absolute triumph, and I was just making it as a bit of a test to see whether I liked it and whether I maybe would go for the exclusive version that the Traveler's Notebook Company have released. That has recently come out, I think within the last couple of days, because I've seen it all over my YouTube and Instagram algorithms, and it looks really good. But I've kind of grown attached to this one, and also I did look to see whether, one, it was possible to get the pre-order, and everywhere I looked was sold out, and I haven't been able. As soon as I looked on the website, it was sold out from what I could see as well. So I'm not that disheartened because I've really fallen in love with this one. So I'm just going to keep this one. I have my real Traveler's Notebook, which is the regular size. So I'm happy with this one. Back to the Traveler's Notebook regular size. I've been keeping it in this pouch while I've been going out, which I got from the Shakespeare and Company bookshop in Paris quite a while ago now. So we open it up. Here he is. It's such, maybe potentially strange to say how much you love a notebook, but I love this notebook. I've been using it for everything. When I'm going out for a walk in the morning, the first thing I like to go for a bit of a walk and go to a coffee shop and sit down and do some writing, and things that I need to get done for any articles or books or anything that I'm writing. So it really helps to have everything in one place. And I've been writing and writing and writing in this, and it's brilliant. The little clip really helps as well. This is a strange thing, but the little clip really helps as well, just to keep everything flat. And yeah, I have been a complete convert to the Traveler's Notebook, and I was thinking that I might have got carried away with putting all this stuff on it, and potentially I have, but it hasn't annoyed me yet. It just makes me smile every time I see it. It's got, each one means something. I know it's terribly sentimental, but it does mean something. And when I sit down in the coffee shop or at home, wherever I am, and start doing some writing and get some work done, it's a really nice feeling to have something that you spent time putting together and sort of curating and making sure that it works how you want it. So I'm a complete convert to the modular system of the Traveler's Notebook, and I cannot get enough of it. So as soon as these inserts are done, which my writing one is very nearly finished already, I'm going to go to my local retailer in Montreal. Luckily, we have a stockist for Traveler's Notebooks, and I'm going to be getting a couple more refills. So I am an absolute complete convert to Traveler's Notebook, and I cannot recommend it enough. They're not really, in the grand scheme of things, that expensive either. When you see some other notebooks out there that are extremely expensive, on the whole, they're not so bad price wise, and you can also make it yourself quite easily as well. It's essentially a piece of leather, like I did with the wallet version, but this was a gift, so I'm very happy to own this one, and I will be working in this for many, 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 many years to come, which is a very nice thought. Just a quick reminder before we go that I have a Patreon, and the link to that will be appearing on the screen now. And if you sign up to that, you get some benefits of having your name included in the videos. You will also get early access to any videos that are uploaded. You will also, in the pattern tier, get an historical pattern every month and Mantle Magazine, which is an opportunity for me to share some exciting news and thoughts and reviews on costumes with all of you. Every month I also have my historical costume podcast, which is an opportunity for me to waffle on even more about costume, which I'm sure most people would think is not possible, but I can assure you I can go on for a very long time. That is available to anybody in any of the paid tiers. So if you want to go over into Patreon and support this channel, it will be great to see you there. As always, thank you very much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you next time.